here. Alright. Well, I'll wait until it tells me I'm online, and we'll go from there. Alright, I'm not gonna bother saying hello. There's literally no one here yet, but let's jump into the thick of it. Okay, good. And for a penny. Okay. well and truly screwed up. Eh. Oh, there's someone here. Thanks for joining me in solitary. Man, I really messed this up. Everyone's viewing at the worst time. I've messed up badly and I think I've lost. Nah, I get it. Wait, I thought you were showering. Oh. Oh. Hi, everyone. I really don't know what to say about that. I don't suppose you would like hearing "get good, scrub" as a response to that. You promised sweet tricks. I promised solitaire. Ah, shoot. Okay, credits warp. Yeah. This is gonna be totally worth it. Oh wait, cancel. Discard. Yeah, I'm sure about that. Right. You ready for this? Bam, credits. That was not worth it. to what I was doing. Gargoyle, I will ban you, and it'll make me sad, but not sad enough to not do it. Gosh dang, I really hate, well, hate's a strong word. I really have a hard time with, like, any difficulty of solitaire above the easiest. First of all, they're called emotes, and second, it's because Jackies, the people with degrees in Jackology from Jack in the Box, they Twitch stream when they're not working. So it's not very often because they're always working, but I think I have to pull in new cards. The emotes, if you click on the like smiley face in the send a message box, you should see them. Okay. Who's McNasty? You're welcome. Oh no. Oh gosh. Hell 2? I don't know how to shorten your name. But, you should not have bet money on me winning advanced, like, medium difficulty spider. I'm kind of a filthy casual when it comes to this one. $2. Oh my gosh, that just... I'm gonna check one thing. Oh, dang, there doesn't seem to be Vegas scoring on this one, which would actually track the money. And strip poker can't be streamed on Twitch. I actually do that on Vimeo. Son of... It's so frustrating having a 6 through ace and the king through 7, but just this here. You know, I guess I'm undefeated in strip poker considering I've never played it. I need to learn how to, like, take care of that. I think I just need another 7. Son of a gun. Well, I got all the 7s I wanted. Alright, we're just gonna go back to the easy one. Yes, I understand that. Alright, sorry hell, but you lost money. Yeah, it is. I'm trying not to identify people just as practice for if ever there are strangers watching. Actually, you know what? No. No. I can neither confirm nor deny that that is Britney Spears. Excuse me. Oh, Okay. No, let's just. There we go. Okay. There we go. feel like watching the entirety of the cards falling down. Is that alright? Oh, bye, McNasty. Have fun at whatever you're going to. The rest of us are going to do this. Oh, cool. It actually, everything came in properly. I'm gonna have to make my webcam kind of small for this game, but that's just because, oh goodness, there's really no good place for it in this game. So there we go. That should leave enough room for everything. That's because you haven't gotten good, Gargoyle. Alright, so I'm gonna refresh myself on the rules for this one because I've only recently started playing it. And I'll go ahead and kind of give an overview of the rules. So let's see. There's a tableau of cards that's... I just noticed you can't see my cursor. Oh yeah, you can. Wait. Well, now I'm very confused. Okay. Give me 1 second. First of all, let's lock that in place. Let's turn that invisible. Just flat out. It must be so great watching me figure out how this works. Well, it says it's capturing the cursor, so that's weird that it's not. Oh well. So the top card's always available for play. One card may be moved at a time, so I can't move piles of cards. And I need to build down in descending sequence in differing suit. So it doesn't have to be black, red, but it does have to be like hearts, diamonds, clubs, and spades. Turn up the stock one at a time, leaving unplayables in the waste pile. The top card's always available. Stock isn't recycled. And when a face down card is exposed, the card will be turned up and become protected, so it can't be moved in the tableau. It can only go to the foundation, and it can't have cards stacked on top of it. And when a protected card's moved, then 3 cards from the stock will show up, 1 face down, 2 face up, like they are now. Okay, and I'm basically trying to get from ace to king with all the cards sorted by suit. Okay. It's amazing how quickly I already regret that move I made. Actually, that was unnecessary. Ooh, holy jeez, I'm an idiot. Okay. By the way, Gargoyle, I intend to eventually put all of these onto YouTube, like every game or every 2-hour stream. So don't make me say anything that would embarrass you later on. Oh, you can see my cursor. Oh wait, nope, I didn't want to do that. Okay, that marks an important thing. Oh my god. Okay, I seem pretty on track to beat this one, so after I do, I'm gonna leave the cards jumping around while I use the restroom. Although if I don't, that's gonna be really embarrassing. I don't know why you insist on treating this like I'm doing some spectacular thing. Although if it makes it more bearable for you, I guess I can't find fault in that. Oh. Here, hang on. No. I mean, there's no one way that solitaire works, because there's so many variants. I mean, this variant is called Indian Patience. I can re-explain. Yeah. I thought I re-explained it at the beginning of this time, but you may have stepped away. Basically this variant, there's a tableau of 30 cards. That's what these are, where all the cards started at. I think I have to go like that. And the tableau was made up of, oh goodness, let's see, 30 cards, 10 columns, 3 cards in each column. Let's see, the bottom 10 cards, oh yeah. Yeah, you're right, I'll explain when I get back. BRB. Sorry about that. Okay, so I was... oh, hi. I was describing how this variant works, right? Okay, so there was a tableau of 30 cards. I could move cards one at a time in descending order, so king at the top, ace down at the bottom. And each card had to be placed on a card that had a different suit. So, you know, it doesn't have to do the traditional like red and black alternating. It could do clubs and then spades like I have up there. And then the stock, the thing in the upper left, interesting. They come up one at a time. I can only play the top card, everything else is in the waste pile, and that can be moved down onto the tableau or directly into the foundations. The foundations are at the bottom, they start at ace and they go up to king, each one being a different suit. And that's the end goal, is to get them all separated into suit in ascending order in the foundations pile. There was a bit at the beginning about protected cards that doesn't apply anymore now that I've gone through the entire stockpile and I'm working my way back down it. The problem is, for me, in this game, in like this specific run, I didn't plan very well in advance. So, I've got a lot of, like, 2s that won't come up for a while. And I shouldn't have put, like, at least one of the kings down in the foundations yet, because I need it to kind of hold this queen, but also I don't have anywhere for, like, the 6 to go. So the queen can go down here, but then there's nowhere for the 6. So now I'm trying to look and see if there's any way I can salvage this, because I think I accidentally made myself lose. Yeah. And if I take a quick peek-see, apparently I have played this game 5 times, and I've won 4 times, but I think that was an accident, and I've lost once. Not including this game. Ace counts as 1 in these games. There's occasional variants where ace can be high or low, but it's just so that it can wrap around from king to ace. But in most of the variants that I've played, that's not the case. That's really only some variants of pyramid, I believe, that I've encountered so far. What I really need is a 9. It's like I can do that. That didn't do anything, though. Yeah, I think really the main reason is just because, like, usually you are sorting it by number, so they need a definite start point, so they just ace. Ace works. I'm gonna undo a little ways and see if there's a better way I could have played this. Actually, that seems to be it. Instead of sending it down, I can... I don't really like undoing, but the less familiar with a game I am, the more I like to give myself the best possible chance. Also, gotta start paying attention to the future, because that needs to go out. Okay, we're gonna go back even further. Okay, now we're gonna... Would it just... I just noticed that I was being an idiot at that point, and that some of these could actually just be brought back and make things easier. Marginally. Oh wait. I'm still gonna lose this, aren't I? Oh, wait. Okay, it took copious amounts of undoing, but I learned a little bit better for the future. Move all the cards. second. Yeah, it probably wouldn't be able to. Oh. Man. I'm missing a live drawfee thing for this. Heck yeah. Actually, this is a built-in 52 card pickup. That's what's going on. Only it's 2 decks of cards, so it's 104 card pickup. I actually don't know what WR stands for. Oh. No, I've got some humble goals. I'm not going for any records. I'm just trying to play solitaire. Maybe I'll have to look up what kind of world records exist for solitaire. Let's play some Labelle Loose. There we go. And I am so very good at this. Alright, and I figured out how to alternate between games semi-quickly and without just absolutely ruining the entire setup. Also, I tried it the way it had been set up, and it just toolbars, man. Toolbars do not work with how we had it. Okay. Who's Ted Rogers? don't you need, like, an official to pay attention to you before you actually have a record? Oh. So he abused some power? This was a bad hand. Oh wait, now, I mean, it sounds like you have reason to dislike them if they're that willing to publish bullshit. I actually have described how this game works? Oh, good. I'm glad you have video games. Yeah, I kinda lost that one. Woo! Boy. Gonna go ahead and make some more tea. Yeah. Let's look at my stats. Oh shoot, I gotta tell OBS that they exist. Alright. Oh goodness, what did I do? Oh no. Oh, okay. So yeah, I haven't gotten a streak to beat my streak since August. And I'm at 55 wins and 36 losses overall. Let's just go ahead and drag that down there. So yes, I was making tea. Am I gonna have to impose like a 3 emote per message rule or something? You know, I wonder if I can convince one of my professors to actually watch one of these streams. Just kind of say, you have to, it's my capstone. Okay, while that's a brewing, what's a name? Alright, there are no speedruns for Solitaire, so I could set any record I want. Unfortunately, they only, they have 5 variations, and they are just draw 1, draw 3, glitched Vegas, and Vegas glitched, which leads me to believe that they believe that there's only one variant of Solitaire, which makes me a little angry. Why bother having the page if you're just going to use it to demonstrate that you know nothing about it? The thing is, I don't understand how a Vegas speedrun would work, because the entire point of Vegas scoring is that your money, or your score is how much money you get, and it accumulates through all the hands you play, I'm assuming until you cash out. So how do you speedrun a potentially endless game? Oh, there's a new Super Mario World record again. That's what you said. I would have to be far more decisive than I am. Also, this is an absolutely garbage hand. Oh. Wait, really, what? Oh, okay. That's nothing. I could beat Super Mario World in like 3 seconds. Okay, that's not a good hand, and I'm not gonna play it to completion. Hey, quick, someone choose a number between 1 and 2 billion. My lord. Okay, 5. We can do 5. There we go. This is game 5. I'll actually play this one through. Yeah, so I guess, like, there's only so many shuffles built in, and I can choose 1 through 2 billion, so yeah, this is seed number 5. Yeah, I wonder if they do it on all of them. Remind me to check next time I change, but... I guess I could do races. Yeah, would I guess the first run through would just be to prove that it's possible to win. And then I guess I have to turn off like autoplay. Or we could do autoplay runs. Although I really don't know that I want to race through solitaire. Where is the 3 of diamonds? Oh, it's there. Nine. Oh. Okay. was I trying to do with that again? Oh, I needed that one to move. Ooh. Oh. Okay, that's what I was doing. Oh, wait, hang on. So is there a way for me to... Okay, so that was never going to work out perfectly, but that's at least a little better in the front part. Yeah. I don't know one thing about this program, and it makes me upset, but I don't want to go through the motions of figuring it out. And that's whether or not the shuffles, like, if they're random, or if they would shuffle the same way every time. Like, if I did the same movements and then hit shuffle, would it be exactly the same? At some point I really should take the time to figure it out. Yeah, so I think you could only race through the ones that don't need any shuffles to win, which there are a lot of, don't get me wrong. But it would only be a fair race in that way. God, that shuffle was shit. Well, how do you quantify difficulty of shuffle? Also, there is a point where it's just actively impossible. So you'd have to get it somewhere where it's still playable. Just difficult. I'm not sure I could make that one work in my head, so. It would require a lot of math and someone who's willing to do a lot of things that I'm really not. Okay. Well, this variant of solitaire is way different from the other variant of solitaire. If you... Do you want me to explain it? Let me finish this game and then I'll explain how it works. I had a feeling you'd gathered that much. I don't think you're an idiot after all. That didn't work how I thought it would. That was my bad. I think I've lost. I can't see a way to win this. Okay, well, that's a shame. Alright, so this game is called La Belle Luce, or La Belle Lucy. It's also called Two Shuffles and a Draw. Apparently, I had to look it up. Basically what happens is, here, I'll just restart. Okay, so this is how it's all dealt out. There's 17 piles of 3, and then a pile with 1. This one's not the easiest to deal out by hand, so I don't, usually, although I've played it physically with cards before. So what you're trying to do is sort these cards in ascending order on the right side, you know, ace to king over on the right. To move the cards around, you can move them one at a time, and you can move them in, or you can stack them in descending order, based on suit. So like, I can't move this 6 onto that 7. It genuinely won't let me drag the card. I can drag cards that have nowhere to actually move to though. So let's see. You basically play until you can't move cards anymore. And then you can either shuffle, which everyone knows what a shuffle is. It'll deal the remaining cards in as close to this format as possible. So stacks of 3 with a stack of how many the remainder is when you divide it by 3 at the end. And so you can shuffle twice, and you can draw once, and that means you can move a card from within a stack to the top of the stack. So like, I'm not going to keep this, but if I wanted to, this 9 of diamonds is underneath the king of diamonds, which means it's never going to be able to move unless I draw it, like that. But again, I'm not going to keep it. I'm going to undo, I said. And that's why I have my webcam like right here instead of down here, and that's so you can see how many draws I have left. And that's how this game works. There's a lot of like, just planning ahead, looking for cards, seeing how they all affect each other. And, like, there's, it's just a lot of strategy. Like, you have to kind of play it a bunch before you get a kind of intuitive feel for which games are just going to be near impossible. Like, if a game starts kind of like this, where, I mean, there's some movement I can do, I haven't looked at all the stuff, but it basically, if I do all the moves possible on startup, other than use my draw, and I only have like fewer than 10 cards in the foundations, then I'm probably just gonna restart it so it doesn't affect my streak, and then do a new draw. Like, just completely scrap it and go to a different one. And because I just started this game, and because it's actually time to end this, it's after 7 now, I'm just gonna... Actually, I shouldn't have done enough moves for it to... Yeah. If you don't do enough moves... Yep, it's been 2 hours. If you don't do enough moves and you try to close it, it'll just let you close it. But if you've done enough moves for it to, like, register that you've actually been playing the game, it asks, do you want to restart? This will affect your stats. And yeah, time does fly. Thanks for chilling with me in solitary confinement, which I should have called this from the beginning. But you know what? Life happens. Well, adios.